Do you ever feel like in your business and in what you're doing, you're like, squirrel, squirrel, and you just can't seem to get anything done? Well, I'm Melissa Taylor with RodgerandMelissa.com, and today we're going to talk about 5 ways that you can increase your consistency and therefore your production in your business. Let's get going. So the first thing that you've probably already done is define your why. Why did you start this business? The message that you're getting out there, the services, the product, whatever it is, why did you start this business? As well as why did you start it for monetary reasons to do whatever else in your life that you wanted to do? There's lots of ways to think about a why. I want to have financial freedom. I want to work from home. I want to earn such and such dollars per year so that I can do such and such with my family or whatever. Because I have this great message and I learned a lot from some experience and I want to get that out there. Or I've created a product that can really help the world. Whatever your why is, it should be more scary to you to not achieve those. That's going to make a huge why count in your consistency, because then when you get stuck or when you're not consistent, you're going to look back at that why, and that's going to give you that power, that persistency, that drive to make sure that that why continues to move you forward. Now, let me tell you this. Whys can change. You might have started this business with one why, and then it grew a little bit, and then kind of your why shifted a little bit, and that's okay. You probably should do an annual or maybe every 2 years and kind of just relook at that why. And if there's not a really good reason, then you need to adjust and you need to think about it and come up with a new why. So as a business owner, time is your most valuable resource, and you get to choose how you use it. Follow my instructions. Repeat after me. No. Sometimes you just have to say, no, I'm sorry. I cannot fit that into my schedule this week. I would love to meet with you next week. No, that's not a service that we provide right now, but let me give you a referral to somebody that does, that we work with. No is an okay word to say. Here's what happens. Lots of times we have our goals in mind. We have our priorities set. Someone comes in. We are unable to say no to them, and that pushes that entire time schedule. So it's okay to say no. It's okay to delay some things and say, absolutely, I would love to help you with that. Unfortunately, I can't get to it till Friday. It's a way of you controlling your time because it is your most precious resource. Now, these two things together, your why and saying no, really important about your priorities. Make sure that you don't let other people push their priorities on you that makes you compromise either your why or your priorities or the time that you have, and go ahead and say no. So how many times have you set like maybe a personal goal like losing weight or exercising more or reading books or whatever the case may be, but you never kind of voiced it out loud. You never told somebody else. You weren't meeting somebody at the gym or had a nutrition coach helping you lose weight. So you just kind of slide back and you just don't really pay attention to it. Well, here's the thing. It's really easy to get over letting yourself down. I let myself down all the time, and it's easy because I'm the only one holding myself accountable. Well, in business, not such a great idea. You want to make sure you have somebody outside that you can be held accountable to. That might be a coach. That might be a mentor. Might just be a friend or a family member. Someone that's going to hold you accountable. So if you say, look, this is my goal. This is my why. This is how I'm going to do it. This is my goal, and this is my time frame. And I want you to help me and keep me accountable to that. We do it all the time in other things. You know, there's those people that try to lose weight or exercise or whatever, or write a book or read books or whatever, and they don't have somebody that they're accountable to. Then there's those that do those things that they do put someone in their life to be accountable to. Which one do you think actually achieves their goal in the time frame that they want? Right. The ones that are being held accountable. So it's okay. This might take stepping out of your comfort zone to ask somebody else to kind of check on you, but it's really important to make sure you continue to move towards your goals and not get sidetracked. Number 4, define your success. You need to understand, what does it mean to you to be successful? When do you feel like you've met that goal? What does that look like? Now, you can have small successes along the way. Some people break it down to a monthly success goal, a weekly, or maybe even further the other way, quarterly, and some do it daily. Take a minute. say, okay, this is how I define success for the day. This is how I define success for the week. Did I meet it this week? Did I meet it this day? So if you want a daily success, that's fine. Little harder to stick with because it's daily. Weekly or monthly is what we recommend. Give yourself at the beginning of the month or the beginning of the week 2 or 3 things that are definable, successful goals that you want to have and achieve that week. The end of the week, how'd you do? And then celebrate if you actually met all of those goals. And don't kick yourself and beat yourself up if you didn't. Just move those over to the next week and try again. And the last thing we want to talk about is consistently doing the activities that move your business forward. So why don't you go ahead and in the comments tell us, what are those activities that are really giving you struggles? What's the most difficult to stay consistent with? Is it posting on social media? Is it consistently following up with people that you meet at networking events? Is it consistently following up or reaching back into your client database? Comment below. Hopefully, what we can do then is take that and make another video to help you out. But for today's purposes, I just want to talk about consistency with activities on a daily or weekly basis. Hopefully you have those defined. If you want to scale your business, it's really important that you do that. Number one, so that if somebody else comes in and they're going to help you, you have these processes, these daily activities, things that need to be consistent, defined. They can step in and help along that path. And for you, it helps you stay more consistent because you know what needs to be done on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. Granted, sometimes this takes a little bit more time up front to get those in place, but it's going to give you all kinds of time freedom on the other side because you're not reinventing the wheel, reinventing emails, reinventing this, reinventing that every single time along the way when you get to that same point in your process. So make sure that you understand your activities and always make sure that you have some form, some way, some direction to get those moving into more of a streamlined process. Now, everything that we talked about today takes small changes, just little small tweaks, because small changes done consistently, and that's what we're talking about today, is consistency, can make a huge difference in your business. So if you found value in this, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, comment below, let us know how we can help you. And then be sure to subscribe so that when we answer those questions below, you'll be notified of the next videos that are out. Catch you later.